Gosh, what a great semester. What was your favorite class?
I treat all of my classes equally, but I think the one I learned the most in was 316N.
Race and culture in the media. My perceptions of society are ever shifted. I'm not guilty to be a white man, but I do feel a lot more aware of my delicate relation to the people of other identities.
It's an easy world to be offensive in.
You know, I'm realizing that regardless of how politically correct I am, I can still be judged by signs I give.
Semiotics.
And I'm also realizing that the things we accumulate in our very own living space are symbols that other people might judge us by.
I think I'm following you.
We need to do a full sweep of our house and cleanse it of anything that stereotypes, appropriates, or generally non-progressively represents or displays unhealthy emotions towards people of any race, nationality, gender, sexual orientation, religion, class, occupation, handicap, or ailment, be it mental or physical.
A full sweep?
That's right. Now get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich, Toots.
I respect your reversal of performative gender norms. You'll get your sandwich, Daddy.
Here, I've got a book that advocates white supremacy.
Hey, I still want to read that. For history's sake. Can't forget history.
Can we forget about your vinyl of racist honky tonk? Check out that album cover, that's staying.
And this one?
Definitely.
How about this one?
Nope. So long, Latin Jew. A man in a suit with a Christmas tree? That's normative whiteness. That's staying. You've got to delete all this hip-hop.
Because it's inappropriate?
No, because you're appropriating the beats of another race.
I'm just listening to the beats of another race.
Does the beats of another race make you feel spicy?
Yeah.
You've got to delete all this hip-hop. This is almost white, but still wrong.
What are we going to do about the jazz man?
What's wrong with the jazz man? He just likes jazz.
But he feels wrong. Every time I push the button, it's like I'm commanding him to dance. We've moved past the point where we do that to other people.
The jazz man is a robot.
And that is true, but sometimes I like to see him dance more than healthy. I mean, I got a fetish for it. I just hit the button for hours, just toss peanuts at him.
That's not right at all. You just lost us our jazz man privileges. Look at this. Binary opposition.
You know what they do have in common, though?
They've both gotta go.
That's right. Now make me a sandwich.
Yes, Daddy.
Gosh, I know I shouldn't just tack myself onto another culture as a sign of youthful rebellion or anything, but all these white people's culture music is mighty bunko. Why do so many of us think we can play guitar?
Remember that time we took those girls out and we thought we'd impress them by taking them to get Ethiopian food? It smells very impressive now.
I took down that sexy Tina Turner poster, since I was probably fetishizing that sass that I arbitrarily expect from her type. Then I took down the Barbra Streisand poster so it wouldn't be promoting a white aesthetic.
If you put up a mirror instead, the image will be an accurate representation of who's really in your room.
Do skinny jeans belong to any culture yet?
No way, Jose. Too many people find them counter-hegemonic. Especially in the crotch. Our purchasing of this was an example of Orientalism. It's not really that exotic.
Now it's an example of normative lightness. I'm sick of all that hegemony enforcing stereotypes on television.
I do not think the media represents our society in a healthy way. We'd be better off without it.
But let's get rid of it tomorrow. Game of Thrones is on tonight.
Who put this cross here?
That old thing? I figured if I was gonna leave my star here, I might as well level the playing field.
Good call. I don't know. I have no idea. This needs to go.
You see Doug here? Why does he have his hat on backwards? Is it because he's black?
Is keeping a black puppet in the bathroom distancing us from an entire race?
Doug's gotta go. He's got us othering others in the worst sort of way.
No longer do we live in the patriarchal society that objectifies the woman's form.
I told my mom that my appreciation for jujitsu was just some harmless deviant whiteness. She said, "Stop that, boy. Deviant whiteness is for hillbillies."
This flag jacket is a symbol of my nationalism. I feel like it represents the cultural group I belong to. I'm keeping it.
Were the Beatles appropriating Indian culture? I really dig this blanket.
They seemed pretty earnest when they used the sitar.
Hybridity? But they were still four rich white guys. Appropriation. Burn it.
The fountain romanticizes Spain's conquering of stereotypically savage minds. I think we should take this poster down.
I put this over the Third Reich mural that the last owner painted on here.
Well, I guess the poster stays.
I found this broken Barbie doll. I figure I might as well keep it because none of the other dolls I have are paraplegic. Gotta represent.
I think all the dolls need to go. I don't feed the Gemini the white aesthetic.
I've got one for every race. I find them all different and beautiful.
Well, then it's sexist. They've gotta go. You grew out of those things 3 years ago.
Well, I feel better now. No longer will guests to our home misconstrue us as the racists my grandfather keeps insisting that I am.